dial gauge tester. Dial gauge tester, this is having a column, and this on this we can fix the dial gauge. So this is the dial gauge having a plunger. By moving the plunger, this needle will rotate. That displacement is in mm. So this is usually used for displacement measurement. Range of this instrument is 0.01 to 12 mm only. Actually, so we can for small displacement we can use the dial gauge. So on continuous usage, the internal gear and the pinion will worn out and reading may change. So you have to frequently we have to calibrate, check the correctness of the reading by calibration. So this calibration purpose we are using the dial gauge tester. This is micrometer type, but the head is very enlarged. 0 to 25 mm is the pitch scale. 0 to 25 mm. This head is having 500 division. So one division is here, pitch scale having one division 0.5 mm. Left division is 0.5. 1.5 like that. Left side is half division. So 0.5 mm divided by number of division here 500 divisions. So this is one complete rotation having 500. So 0, 10, 20, 40, 60 like that up to 500. 450, 500 division. So 0.5 divided by 500. So this count is 0.001 mm. It is written here 0.001 mm. So this is more precise than dial gauge. This is one division is 0.01 mm. 0.01 mm. This division 0.01, 0.02, 0.03 like that. 0.10 division means 0.1 mm. So on complete rotation, this will give 1 mm. So we can read 1 mm here, counter dial 1 mm. Now it is 1 mm, then 1.1, 1.20, 1.224 like that, up to one complete rotation and 2 division also 12 mm. This will displace. So we have to mount this. Now we have to calibrate this instrument, this dial gauge. So you fix the dial gauge here like this, lose this one and adjust the set this to 0 of the main scale and this head scale coincide. Adjust this. Here it is 0, here it is 0, here should be 0. So this is the index line. Here it is 0, here it is 0. Coincide 0. First starting division, this is 0. Then index lines coincide with the 0 here. Here. Now like this, slowly touch the face of the micrometer. Just should depress 2-3 division. Then lock. Then we can here also lock. Then adjust this to 0. This for releasing the dial. Then 0. It is here it is 0, here it is 0. So the range is up to 12 mm. So we can sequentially we can calibrate in 1.2, 2.4 like that. 0, now it is 0, 0.0 mm starting reading, then 1.2, 2.4, then 3.6, then 4.8, then 5.0, 6.0, like that. You can up to 12 mm you can 12.0 up to you can note the reading. So first you give 0 position, 0 reading. Second position you give this 1.2 mm, move this to 1.2 mm. Already 1 is over, now 1.2. So here it is 1.20, 1.20 input reading, output reading here. Here it is 1.2. Now dial gauge reading, dial tester reading is here. Note the here one is already covered, one division is already covered, 1.210. Now it is 225, 225, 1.225, 1.225 to 1.2, 1.10, 1.20, 1.205, 1.20, 205, 1.205. This reading is 1.20. Now you can go for 2.4. 2.4. 2.4. Here it is 2.4. Here you see 2 divisions already covered. 2 here, 2 is okay. 2.440, 410, 418, 418 is the reading. 2.418. 418 means this is already 400 division, then 410 division, 418 division, 418 division into point least count 0.001. So you get 0.418. So total division 2.418. Then now you can continue this like this. So this is sequential calibration. Sequentially you can 1.2, 2.4 up to 12 mm. So maximum reading is 12 mm. Up to 12 mm you can you note the reading, and then you find out the error. Difference of these two you get the error. Then from this you can find out the standard deviation, uncertainty error, everything. Now you can do this in random order also. As per the random order chart, you select 5 readings in one random order, next 5 readings another random order, then in randomly you can do the same process. That is random calibration. This is sequentially you are doing the calibration. Randomly, so this is a chart for random calibration. So first I have taken 2.4 random, 2.4, then 4.8, then 7.2, 9.6, like that in random order. Total 10 readings, but in first half in one random order, next half this in one random order, this in another random order, like that 10 readings are taken, and they will get the reading like this. From that they can calculate the standard deviation, uncertainty of the instrument, and calibration factor they can find out.